So this is the recipe for my turkey shepherd's pie, and it can also be done with tempeh, and this is going to be in the upcoming book. And since I'm making it, I thought I'd let all you guys see. So this is sauteed garlic and onions with some olive oil. I actually add grapeseed oil too. There's some sage leaves in there, and turkey meat, some carrots. To that we're going to add organic corn. And we're going to add, this is a good time to add, to try to make some gravy, you know, make it taste really good. So we're going to add just some stuff that you always need. I'm going to add some mushrooms to it. You can use those or not use those. I use them when I have them. Pan may not even be big enough. And then you're going to try to make a rich brown gravy out of that. And the exact recipe's in the book. And you can use some rosemary. Sage also tastes good in it. I use a little bit of balsamic vinegar because that gives it some nice color and it gives it a little something to steam on. And I'll throw in some crushed tomatoes. Try to make a nice gravy here. And then I'll add like a little Worcestershire sauce and steak sauce, salt and pepper. There's a really great vegetable bouillon that's organic. And so you keep going from there, and then later on what's going to happen is we've got cauliflower that we're going to crush on the top as the actual mashed potato portion, which is non-carbohydrates. And then add some smoked Gouda to that. You can actually use nutritional yeast if you're doing this as a vegan recipe with tempeh. And a little bit of cheddar cheese. Good luck. Happy cooking. Enjoy. Hey, okay, so in the last episode, we were flavoring this yummy shepherd's pie stuffing, which could be made with turkey or with tempeh, depending upon your taste, vegan or non. And we were putting some crushed tomatoes in it, and I put all the spices and salt and pepper, a tiny bit of paprika, smoked, and I was trying to figure out how to best give it a little more snap. Even after the balsamic vinegar that I added, I ended up putting a secret ingredient alert, about a quarter cup, if not a little more, of ketchup. And I know you guys like exact measurements, but I try to do that a little more in the book. I just cook by flavor. You got to just taste it until it tastes delicious, okay? And then with my amazing Cuisinart immersion blender, which I pretty much done the whole cookbook with, I have crushed up the steamed cauliflower with a little bit of milk and a little bit of butter and the smoked cheese and the cheddar cheese, which again, tempeh version of the recipe is going to be the cauliflower with some nutritional yeast and some spices, and then whatever, if you need to make it a little watery, whatever kind of milk substitute you end up using. So that's the vegan aspect of the recipe. Once you mash this all together and it's all nice and creamy and gooey, you put it on top of your shepherd's pie mixture and you pat it down really nice, give it some love, and then you're going to set your oven to 350 and you're going to do that for about 25-30 minutes depending upon the temperature of your oven, and it's going to taste delish. Maybe I'll see you then. Bye. Here's the delicious shepherd's pie. It is by no means a traditional shepherd's pie, but what's cool about it is it fools the eye, fools the palate. You really, really think that there are mashed potatoes here, but they're not. They are mashed cauliflower, and fools the palate, fools the belly, and actually, because this is a carb-free meal, it's much easier for your body to process it because you're basically just eating protein and fat, and I'm going to serve it with some organic arugula, and it's much easier for your body to metabolize those without the carbs. If you separate your carbs out, and not that I have an issue with carbs, but by separating them out into another meal, that's basically like a different type of meal that's only carbs. You're going to have a better metabolism and a better ability to process your food. So happy eating. I'm sure it's going to be delicious.